Do you see us going for another petition in the future? Is it an easy thing to do?
Well, I think that as long as the presidential candidate feels strongly that he won the election contrary to the declaration by the EC, the right to go to court to challenge it would always be exercised. We have learned it will not necessarily stall government business. You realize the 2012 one took very long.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of economic activities were not very vibrant because nobody knew the outcome. But this time it's been done within a maximum of 58 or 57 days. And it shows that we are learning. I believe that the next manual would correct some of the errors that the judges identified in the procedure or the processes with this one. And it should always make it better. So I mean, as lawyers, we would want the frontiers of the law always to be expanded. And then if there's an opportunity that is well-grounded, hey, why not? Any defeated presidential candidate should take a bite at the cherry and see if there will be an opportunity. In an African country, I don't recall, East Africa, I think Malawi or so, where the judges asked for a rerun as a result of an election petition. And so it's possible, it's doable, that one day there may be an outcome, if not today, where the judges would indeed overturn the declaration by the Electoral Commission. So if they are legal, they are factual basis, I mean, every presidential candidate would exercise that right to pursue it in a court of law. And as long as it does not affect the overall peace and stability of the nation, why not? If it's a better option, we should exercise that right.
Pebu, before you joined us, Bobby had talked about his expectation and talked about if we were to get all 7 justices independently given full-length judgment, that would be good for this petition. What's your own expectation?
Exactly the same. Considering that this is a very crucial matter of national importance, the public interest, and everything, it's to be expected that each one of them will write an opinion, just like the 2012 petition. That's why it's over 500 pages. So that's what is to be expected. But at today's sitting, I'm expecting that they will not read every opinion because that would take too long. So just like was done in 2012, hopefully they will summarize the conclusions and give the verdict. Then they would announce that the 4 opinions can be obtained from the registry. I think that would be more efficient use of the time, yeah, which is a very critical resource. Yes, but to have all the 7 justices give their independent opinion is basic, it's to be expected. Yes.
Well, one of the things that I guess we're also looking forward to will be the consequential orders of the court. Any expectations in that area as well? Martin Pebu first.
Yeah, so it means that winning, so let's clarify this. Mr. Mahama winning this case in the event that he wins is that he wants a rerun. According to his petition, I mean, the pitch of it is that nobody crossed the at least 50% mark. So it means that he wants a rerun. So if he were to win, the consequential order would be that, yes, the EC should go ahead and organize a rerun between the 2 of them. That one, it means the rest of the other candidates do not qualify. It will be a straight race between Mr. Mahama and President Akufo-Addo. So that's the pitch of it if it were to happen. If not, well, then that's it.
Bobby Banson?
Yes,
Mr. Pebu, Mr. Pebu, did you land?
Hello?
Okay, Bobby Banson, please go ahead.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. I agree with the submission by Senior Pebu. If indeed the petitioner's petition succeeds, then the Supreme Court would then make consequential orders based on the reliefs sought by the petitioner, ordering for a rerun between the two leading candidates. However, Senior Pebu, what ignites my mind is whether you think the Supreme Court will make any award of costs to be paid in the event. I mean, whichever the outcome would be, one person will win, one person will lose. So, and in normal practice, whenever you go to court and you lose, you must pay the legal fees and the filing fees of the winning party. So, we want to see if the Supreme Court would make an order in respect of cost, so that if the petitioner wins, then the respondents and the two respondents would then be made to pay the legal fees and the filing fees incurred by the petitioner. And if the petitioner loses, the respondents would have to be reimbursed with the legal fees that they spend. That is one interesting area I'm looking at, whether the Supreme Court would make any award as to cost.
Bobby, I'm thinking that in line with the practice in constitutional cases that they usually don't award costs, this one they shouldn't, especially before done very well. Expanded the frontiers of the law. They've all done very well, so they should be no. Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Any award of. Well, let's see.
No.
Okay, just one bit about you lawyers. We talked about the issue with scandalizing the court, but we know that the court itself had called out certain names and said that they were uncomfortable with their commentary after proceedings. In this particular petition, we've seen that the Judicial Service has created this platform for all parties. We don't see the Electoral Commission take advantage of that, but we've certainly seen the second respondent and the petitioner take advantage and address the media. This is the last day. This is the judgment. Of course, they've already warned lawyers. So how do you see things proceeding? Of course, if you're on the losing side, it won't be exciting for you when you address the press.
Yes, that's to be expected. But I think overall, it won't be that bad. It won't be that bad because, especially as you put it in context, because of the warning from the court, I'm sure all the lawyers are on their guard. So I don't expect many slips that lawyers will say things that will scandalize the court. No.
Bobby Banson?
Well, I expect that after the verdict, it should be the parties and not their lawyers who address the media. Like it happened in 2012 when the then candidate Nanado addressed the media after the results. That is what I expect, because at this stage, a lawyer's duty ends the moment a judgment is delivered. And so after judgment is delivered, the clients no longer retain your services unless there are fresh instructions. And I have a strong feeling, like your reporter noted, or you noted that President Mahama or ex-President Mahama had been absent from court, but he's there today. And then whichever the outcome is, I expect that he would be the one who would address the media, and then the respondents to either an official of the Electoral Commission or an official of the, or a representative of President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo will address the media. Will it not be a beautiful sight if they address the media together, accepting the results, and then urging their supporters to stay calm, not to celebrate or not to celebrate or not to demonstrate, and then allow the system to work. Whichever way it goes, this will not be the last election. So if there's a joint media conference by the representatives of all parties immediately after the judgment is read, accepting the outcome and urging to abide by the decision of the Supreme Court, that would be a very beautiful sight for our democracy.